Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Waynesville Lady Tiger Volleyball, live from the gymnasium on the campus at Waynesville High School. I'm Mike Rawlings. Along with me tonight is Matt Johnson. Matt, big Ozark Conference action tonight here in Waynesville as the Lebanon Yellowjackets roll into town for volleyball.
Absolutely, Mike. Good to be back in the gym. We were up at the football stadium Friday night, back down here. Coach, you mentioned the Lebanon Lady Yellowjackets rolling into town. This is a very high-powered offensive, defensive team. One of the best teams in the Ozark Conference right now. Lady Tigers are going to have their hands full here tonight.
Well, Coach Barkley's we've been watching the growth and development of this Lady Tiger Ball Club throughout the year. They've come off a couple of successful Saturday tournaments. And really starting to play better as a unit than what we saw earlier in the year, which it just takes, this is a group we lost a lot of people last year, and this group's slowly but surely developing together, headed toward district time here in the next few weeks.
Well, and as you mentioned, districts, it's hard to believe. I passed Coach Bay in the hallway upstairs this morning. He had on his golf outfit, headed out the door. I said, Coach, you got to meet today? He goes, well, today's conference. And it thought, where in the world has the last 6, 7, 8 weeks gone that fall sports are already getting to that time of the year?
We're 2.5 weeks from junior high or middle school basketball and wrestling starting. It's crazy out there.
I don't know where the school year has gone, but it's gone in a hurry right now. So far, and so as you saw the starting lineups there being announced, and we'll announce those players and names as we get going here. But Coach, like I said, is a very, very good Lebanon team rolling in tonight. Lebanon 15-5-2 on the season, playing to a record of 6-1 at home, 5-1 on the road, 5-3-2 at neutral sites. This is a Lebanon team that it doesn't matter the gymnasium. They're going to come out and give you a good game.
Well, we watched the Lebanon junior varsity defeat the Waynesville junior varsity here in the game prior to this in 2 sets. First set, very, very close first set there. Lady Tigers, I believe, 25-22, and then second set, got a little away from the Lady Tigers. Behind us, I didn't get a score from the upper gym for the freshmen.
I did not either. All right, so the Lady Yellowjackets is going to have first serve. That's going to be number 1, Jaden Collins, going back to serve for the Lady Yellowjackets. Collins puts that one up and across. Dug out by the Lady Tigers, set up top. Brianna Hurd comes up. Uses that height, that vertical jump ability right there to knock that one down. So nice kill by the Lady Tigers right there. Brianna Hurd leading the Lady Tigers in coming into tonight in kills with 49. So that's going to make an even 50 on the year right there for Miss Hurd.
Oh.
Little miscommunication, I think, right there on the side of the Lady Tigers as that one's going to fall.
And, Matt, if you haven't noticed on the screen, it's not straight orange and black night tonight. It's pink out night here for the Lady Tigers.
Mary Henry, nice little hit to get that one across. Lebanon's going to set up to the top.
It's going to be
they're going to say it's out of bounds.
Lady Tigers.
Addie Redmond gets up, knocks that one down, but they're going to say just outside there, so the point will go to the Lady Tigers, side out. Mary Henry back to serve for the Lady Tigers. Free ball comes across. Kasari Garcia digs it out. Set, and Mary Henry hammers it across. Nice little volley here as that one's going to go out of bounds off the hands of the Lady Tigers. And that's going to tie us up at 2.
Now we see Coach Madlock and Coach Barkley over there in pink. Coach Pills told me he wasn't sure he had any pink for tonight.
Oh, I bet you Coach Pills got some
back. The orange and black.
All right, back to serve for Lebanon is going to be the libero. That's going to be Josie Pettyjohn. Gets it across. Nice little move up front by the Lady Tigers.
So, Matt, what you're saying for the folks at home that are watching, if you want to get Coach Pills a present, something pink would work.
Absolutely.
Very well for him. So.
Point goes to the Lady Yellowjackets. And Pettyjohn will serve once more. Hammers that one across, dug out on the back row by Mary Henry. Pushes it across. Tessa gets a hit down, but Lebanon able to pull it back.
Oh, nice effort by Mary Henry. I thought she had her hands underneath that ball.
I thought she had that one as well. Mary Henry leading the Lady Tigers in digs coming into tonight with 109 digs on the season. And it's effort plays like that is what you see out of Mary night in and night out.
As far as I'm concerned, that should have been 110. So.
Set up top once more. Addie Redmond hammers that one down.
Addie Redmond, her folks are here watching the game tonight. Had a chance to visit with them during the JV match. Before, her dad took over and was the line judge for the second match.
Well, that's just the kind of guy that Coach Redmond is.
Coach
you
Redmond
need anything.
Coach Redmond willing to helping out at any point.
Came up and visited with us at halftime of the football game a few weeks back. Coach Redmond down here to celebrate homecoming with us. All right, Alabama's going to move over to the Tigers. I believe that's going to be Tori McCall back to serve for the Lady Tigers. Gets that one across, set at the front line. And that one's going to be hammered down. And Coach, I'm looking at the wrong side of the paper here. It'd help if I'd be looking at the Lebanon lineup. That's going to be number 34, Destiny Zimdars. Back to serve for Lebanon is going to be Chloe Shivers. Right up front, Addie Redmond again. Ooh. Just tips that one straight down. Lady Tigers not able to do anything with it. Lebanon opens up that lead a little bit, 7-3.
Does a good job staying out of the net, making that play.
Zimdars serves for Lebanon once more. Nice hammer right there.
And we're going to get a lift.
Going to get a lift on Lebanon, so the point and side out will move over to the Lady Tigers. Checking back into the game for the Lady Tigers are going to be number 29, Anaya Wilson, one of the seniors here on this Waynesville Lady Tiger team. And back to serve is going to be Maddie Dye. Maddie knocks it across. Dug out by the Lady Jackets, set to the near side. Hammered long, Lady Tigers not able to dig that one out. It's going to go off the Tigers and out of bounds. So the side out will move right back over, and Redmond will serve for the Lady Yellowjackets.
Just a little deep there.
Just a little long.
So 8-5 here, early goings of game number one. Folks, if you're out there joining us from somewhere across this great land, let us know where you're watching from, whether it's United States or the world. We get you put up on the map.
Love to get some more pins in that TTSN sports map. I did not get an official count before we left. I'm going to guess that we're still about 20 pins shy of our 50-state goal.
Remember, for every state that checks in that we don't have, you're saving Eric Morris gas money. He's going to try to finish it out for us at some point this year.
Mary Henry gets the free ball across forward to the Lady Yellowjackets. They set that top side, hammered down, but dug out in the back once more by Mary Henry. Nice effort right there. Maddie Dye rushing to try and get that one. Not able to get it. Maddie leading the Lady Tigers coming into tonight. 131 receptions for the Lady Tigers. Another one of our seniors here on this squad. Set, Anaya Wilson hammers that one down. Lebanon gets a little hand on it up front to block. Lebanon going to push that one down hard up front. That's going to be number 25. That's going to be Kerrigan Bean. Free ball pushed across there by the Lady Tigers. Set to the middle. Bean's going to get that one down as well.
And we're going to get a timeout from Coach Barkley. Lady Tigers down 12-5, I think. Here we go back to one of those momentum timeouts right now.
Oh, absolutely.
Lady Yellowjackets have been able to run off a few points in a row, and Coach Barkley's just going to try to break that up. You see Coach Barkley talking to the team down there. Once again, if you'd like to get Coach Pills a present, he could use something pink that he could award tonight.
Well, in my pregame research, looking at stats and different information coming in tonight, one of the most impressive stats for this Lady Yellowjackets team that I found is in set one this year, the Lady Yellowjackets are averaging 23.9 points. Well, Coach, it only takes 25 to win. They're
correct.
averaging 24 per game on the entire season. That Lebanon is a team that loves to jump out on you. The only thing more impressive than that is that in set three, Lebanon averages 24.2 points per game. All right, Lady Tigers set across. Anaya Wilson gets that one down. And the side out, and the point will move over. So good use of the timeout right there. Break that momentum. As you see, number 2, the libero for Lady Yellowjackets, Josie Pettyjohn checking back into the game for Lebanon. Jay Leggetti's another senior on this team, back to serve. That one's going to be hammered down by the Yellowjacket senior, Maya Huff.
And Matt, we've talked about this at some of the seasons, especially with teams like Lebanon. Pettyjohn's another name we've heard throughout the years.
Nice little tip right there by Bean. Deflects it to a defender.
Nice save there by Mary Henry.
I'm going to say double hit by one of the Lady Tigers. I did not see it. And back to serve for the Lady Yellowjackets is going to be number 1, Jaden Collins. Set up front, Brianna Hurd. Hit it where they ain't, Coach.
Lebanon, the back line of Lebanon, it kind of got sucked up toward the net. Brianna
Absolutely.
I think their feeling was they thought that was going to be deep, had not realized just how far up they had moved.
So nice drive right there for Brianna Hurd. Anaya Wilson back to serve for the Lady Tigers. Dug out on that back line by Pettyjohn. And a little tip over.
I'm going to say that was out and point to the Lady Tigers.
So Wilson will stay at serve for the Lady Tigers as the Lady Tigers trimming that lead a little bit, 14-8. Wilson gets it across. Set to the near side this time by Lebanon. Nice dig on that back line by Mary Henry. Maddie Dye puts down a nice hard hit. Lebanon able to recover. Set to the middle, Brianna Hurd. And Coach, I did not see
what happened there,
I did not see the signal. The only thing I can even think is that there had to be a Lady Yellowjacket under the net. Little tip across right there. Nice shot by the Tigers to return it.
They're going to say we're going to have a lift.
Yep.
That little push over the net, they just got too much of the ball in the palm of the hand. And we're going to get a timeout.
And now we're going to get a timeout by the Lebanon Yellowjackets as the Lady Tigers have gone on a nice little run here to trim the Lebanon lead to 4. And, Coach, that's exactly what we wanted to see out of the Lady Tigers. Come out of that timeout, jump right on it, go on a little run of their own, get back in this. All right, so the Lady Tigers going to come out of the timeout. They still hold the serve, and Anaya Wilson still back serving for the Lady Tigers. Little back set right there. Nice dig. I believe that was Jay Legetti's on the dig for Waynesville. A little free ball pushed across by Maddie Dye. Set down to Bean, and Bean, wow.
Yeah, there's a lot of power right there.
Well, she reached way back. That arm was cocked and loaded. Let that one go. And that's going to get the side out back to the Lebanon Yellowjackets. Maya Huff back to serve for the Lebanon. Huff gets it over, dug out on the back row by Mary Henry, pushed across by Geddes to Maddie Dye.
Nice shot there by Maddie.
Checking back into the game for Waynesville is going to be number 16, Tessa Hibner. Hibner just freshman, I believe, or sophomore. Sophomore, very impressive in the first game I got to see her out this year. Definitely a lot of volleyball skill in that young lady.
Very athletic. You could definitely tell she spent a lot of time on that court.
Yes. Little tip across right there. Lebanon Yellowjackets, Chloe Shivers gets that, just a quick tip across, catches the Lady Tigers off a guard right there, and so point inside out moves back over, and the libero number 2, Josie Pettyjohn, back to serve once more for the Lady Yellowjackets. Sorry, Garcia digs it, sets to the middle for Hibner. Hibner not able to get that one. Credit Lebanon, nice block.
No,
I did not see who it was.
It looked like they hit the whole front line right there on that block.
I believe that was going to be Shivers, Redman, and maybe Zimdar's up there. As that serve's going to go into the net, so the side out and point will move over to the Lady Tigers. Tori McCall back to serve once more for Lady Tigers. Drive across. And going to be out of bounds here for Lebanon Yellowjackets. The Lady Tigers going to keep serve, so Tori will continue to serve. Lady Tigers trailing by 4 here in game number 1, 17-13.
Matt, that gap a lot smaller than it was just a few minutes ago.
Absolutely. Oh, right off the top of the net. My favorite kind of serve right there. Lebanon able to get it back, but that one's going to be long. So the point goes to the Lady Tigers. And Coach Rawlings, don't look now. It's only 3.
It's only 3. That's exactly right.
McCall continues to serve. Going to be set. Redman puts it down, but Mary Henry able to dig it out. Tipped across by Geddes. Going to set once more to Redman. And I believe we're going to have a Tiger in the net that time.
Siebert checking back in for the Lady Tigers.
Checking into the game for Lebanon's going to be number 19, Chava Yebsa. Little free ball pushed across. Sorry, Garcia to Seibert. Pushed across by Geddes.
And that's going to be in.
In. Nice job right there. Just finding the back corner.
That was close enough. We had to wait for the call on that.
Yeah.
Even from our angle right here in the TTSN Sports Suite.
Anaya Wilson checking back into the game for the Lady Tigers. Maddie Dye serves. Gets it across. Lebanon returns. And now a free ball will go across to the Lady Yellowjackets. Set to the top. And
wow, what a play right there. That's going to be by
that's Redman.
Wow.
Redman gets up.
Goes up with the right hand and tips it with the left hand. What a play.
All right, so back to action we go. Set to the top this time. Maya Huff trying to get that one down, but going to go a little bit long.
19-16.
Oh, but they're going to say the Lady Tigers got a hand on that one before it went out of bounds. Going to say that ball was tipped. I did not see that tip.
I don't think Coach Barkley saw that tip. So it's 20-15. Wow.
Redman back to serve for Lebanon. Set going to be just a little bit long right there by the Lady Tigers. Hibner gets that one up, looking for that back line.
We're going to get a timeout here by Coach Barkley, who, wow, the call on that tip, Matt, huge swing in the score this late in the set.
Well, and it does, because not only do you not get a point, the other team does get a point, and they keep the serve.
Yes.
And so it does. It seems like small things like that weigh heavily, especially in a game where we've seen already in this game here tonight how momentum can get building. One team goes on a nice little run, and right now the Lady Tigers wanting to break that momentum of the Lady Yellowjackets once more. The Lady Tigers came out of that first time out, were able to do that, get a nice little run of their own off. Lady Tigers going to have to do it now pretty quick, with Lebanon sitting at 21 right now, playing to 25. All right, so Redmond is back still on serve for the Lady Yellowjackets. Gets that one across, dug out Mary Henry. Seibert sets, Henry comes forward, but the Lady Yellowjackets able to get up and block. I think Zimdar's got up and got the hands on that one. And Redmond will continue to serve for Lebanon. Redmond gets it across. Die, Seibert, Anaya Wilson, nice strong hit, but Lebanon able to dig that one out. Little tip down the line. Maya Huff trying to sneak that one over.
I've seen that net move right in there, Matt, and I thought, oh, no, we've hit the net. We're going to – no, Tigers get that point.
Yeah, we got that point. All right, Hibner back to serve for Waynesville. Quick set to the middle right there for Zimdars. Tigers able to handle it. Jayla Geddes hammers one across. And a push, and it's going to be, just in.
Right on the line.
Woo.
Wow.
Could not be any closer placed right there.
Wow. 23-16.
So Zimdars will go back to serve for Lebanon. Into the net, but not over the net. So the point and the side out will quickly move back to the Lady Tigers. Checking back into the game for the Lady Tigers going to be number 28, Tori McCall.
Geddes serving for the Lady Tigers.
Geddes, nice hard serve right there. And that one's going to be in. Wow. Thought that one was a little bit wide for Yevsa, but they're going to say that is in, and it's just that fast, Coach Rawlings. We're at game point right here in the first game. Moving back and serving for Lebanon's going to be number 1, Jaden Collins. And
that's going to be the point. 25-17. Final score here in game 1 for the Lebanon Lady Yellowjackets. Matt, one big thing we want to let our folks know at home, if you haven't watched volleyball yet this year, we don't switch sides this year due to some of the
COVID
and everything, so we're not changing. But you know what that means it's time for?
Is it time for a TTSN Sports Update?
It's time for a TTSN Sports Update. This TTSN Sports Update is brought to you by the TigerTV Facebook page. TigerTV Facebook. For all the news, it is news right here in Tigertown. Matt, you know who likes the TigerTV Facebook page?
I'm gonna say there's lots of people.
There is lots of people.
I'm going to say former Waynesville Tiger assistant Lebanon volleyball coach Callie Bildner.
By God, you got one right. Yes, you're exactly right. Callie Bildner liked the Tiger TV Facebook page when she was a Waynesville Tiger, and secretly now as a Lebanon Yellowjacket, she still likes the Tiger TV Facebook page.
Well, of course she does. Once a Tiger, always the Tiger.
What is going on here in Waynesville? Matt, I'll tell you what's going on here in Waynesville. Friday night, the Tiger Varsity football team will be traveling up the road to take on one of our football rivals in the Ozark Conference, the Rolla Bulldogs. Folks, you're going to want to make that trip. It will not be on the TTSN Sports Network. But a week later, the West Plains Scissors roll into town for the final home game of the season on the 15th of October. Folks, you're going to want to come down, and you're going to want to be hungry when you come down.
Yes,
watch
you
that
are.
game live and buy some stuff from the concession stand, because the Waynesville track and field and cross country programs will be working the concession stand that night. But if you absolutely want to stay at home and watch that on TV, come down and buy some stuff at the concession stand.
And then go home.
Take it home and watch that game on the TTSN Sports Network and enjoy your concessions that you purchased.
And Coach Rawlings, we're getting breaking news right here on the TTSN Sports Update, or during the TTSN Sports Update. Not only is assistant volleyball coach Callie Bildner volleyball coach, also new middle school track coach Callie Bildner.
Well, now,
breaking news.
I'm going to tell you something. That right there cuts me deep. I tried for 6 years with Callie Bildner to get her to come out and compete for the Lady Tigers in track. I could never get that done. And Coach Redmond was able to get her on staff in, 2 years?
2 years.
Unbelievable.
Well, Coach Redmond can sell ice to an Eskimo.
Well, apparently he did, because I couldn't sell ice to that Eskimo.
All right, so Lady Tigers should have first serve here coming out in game number 2. We've got a little lineup check here. And it appears we're good. It looks like Jay Legetti's the senior going to go back and be on serve for the Lady Tigers. Nice serve across the net. Lebanon able to dive and rescue that one, but we are going to have Lady Tigers in the net. Ugh.
I don't know that I'm going to recover from that breaking news. I don't know. That's
Well, you just it's the TTSN Sports Network. If there's breaking news in sports, where else are you going to hear it but right here?
right here. And it was
Sometimes
Tiger-related.
the news is so breaking that you haven't even had a chance to preview the news that I'm getting ready to break. All right, nice strong serve over that time. Jaden Collins tipped at the net. Nice save up front by Bean. Knocked down, and that's going to be Maya Huff once more. Tipped across. That's going to be out of bounds, and so the Lady Tigers are going to break that quick little start to the Lebanon Yellowjackets, and Nia Wilson going to go back and be on serve for the Lady Tigers. 3-1 in favor of the Lady Yellowjackets here to open up game number 2. Oh, I thought we were going to see a little tricky set right there, Coach Rawlings.
That's
pushed across by McCall. Set up top to Huff, and Huff brings the hammer down. So the point and serve will move back over to the Lady Yellowjackets. Kasari Garcia, number 7 for the Lady Tigers, check back into the game. And Huff back to serve. Lady Tigers not able to wrangle that one.
No, that ball kind of came in. Maddie Dye was kind of in between bump and set. And we're going to get a timeout here real quickly by Coach Barkley. Lady Yellowjackets have ran off 5 points here in a row.
Yeah. Well, and we talked about the flow and momentum with volleyball. The streak and momentum definitely can play a role right here. You want to stop it before the Lady Yellowjackets get too far down the road. Right now it's 6-1. We saw the Lady Tigers in that first game take that timeout, come out and reel off 6 points themselves. Want to take that time, maybe just refocus.
Well, that's what that's what the Lady Tigers need to do right now. We come out of this, roll off. You don't have to roll off 6 here. You can roll off 3 points, close that gap, and you're right back in the game.
Right, absolutely, absolutely. So we're going to come out of the timeout, and is Huff still back to serve? She is.
Nice effort there by the Lady Yellowjackets to keep that ball in play.
Oh, what a dig on that back line by the Lady Yellowjackets. Josie Pettyjohn lays completely out, gets that one up, and Redmond lays the hammer down. So Maya Huff will be back to serve once more for the Lady Yellowjackets. Brianna Hurd, nice strong answer of her own.
Yes, and once again, hit them right where they're not. They're huge open hole on the back row there for Lebanon, and Brianna found it. Mary Henry serving now for the Lady Tigers.
It's going to be Addie Redmond once more. The freshman just gets up and lays that one down. Moving back to serve is going to be the libero, Josie Pettyjohn, for the Lady Jackets. Pettyjohn drives it long, dug out on the back row by Garcia. Mary Henry laces one across, pulled out by Pettyjohn. A little set back here to Maddie Dye, and Lebanon Huff makes a nice effort to try and get a hand on that one and tip it back up, but
Dye drives that one deep.
Man. Tori McCall, nice strong serve across for the Lady Jackets. Free ball pushed up. Jay Leggetti's nice little back set.
Nice play there by the Lady Tigers.
And that would be why Jay Leggetti's is leading this team with 62 assists coming into the night. Nice little back set right there. Tessa able to just knock that one down. Redmond once more. And we're going to have a sub in, as it looks like number 19. Coach, that's going to be Yevsa checking back into the game for the Lady Yellowjackets.
Siebert checks back into the game for the Lady Tigers.
And moving back to serve is going to be number 10, Chloe Shivers. Lady Tigers, nice little volley going right now. Block up front. And Zimdars gets up and lays a big block right there for the Lady Yellowjackets. Zimdars, team leader with 37 blocks coming into the night for the Lady Yellowjackets. Definitely a young lady that can get up there and get those hands up. Little tip across, set to the front. Zimdars gets it across, but Lady Tigers able to get it back. Nice drive right there. Mary Henry hits it back. Huff can't get that one returned, and it's going to be out of bounds off the Lady Yellowjackets. Lady Tigers climbing their way back in. Maddie Dye back to serve for the Lady Tigers. Set to Yevsa. Maddie Dye digs it out. Mary Henry, strong hit moving forward right there. Lady Tigers, boy, when they get Addie Redmond in that top corner right there, moving to the net like that, boy, that's a tough shot to stop.
Coach, you just watching the vertical jump on Redmond.
Oh, absolutely. I've got to think Dad's probably got some high jump plans for her this spring.
I've got a feeling you may be right.
Huff puts it down hard, and going to be another point to the Lady Yellowjackets. I'm sorry, no, it's going to be the Lady Tigers. Going to say it was long as Brianna Hurd, number 24, checks back into the game for the Lady Tigers. Gonna call lift.
Gonna have a lift on the Lady Yellowjackets.
Yeah, gonna get Yevsa just a little too much there. Set to the top to Huff this time. Huff puts that one down. Pushes the Lebanon lead back to 5. Zimdar's going to be back to serve for Lebanon. Set. Anaya Wilson comes up. Nice block by Lebanon, but Wilson able to get it back going.
Geddes gets it over for the Lady Tigers.
Huff, a little tip across. The Lady Tigers not fooled by that one as Jay Leggetti's going to knock it long out of bounds off the hands of Shivers.
Little indecision back there on the back line for Lady Yellowjackets. The Tigers are only down 4 right now.
Oh, absolutely. Lady Tigers clawing right back into this one. Jay Leggetti's on serve for the Tigers, and we've got a penalty on Lebanon. Hey, Coach, we don't want to question it. Let's just take the point and serve again.
That's exactly right.
Huff puts the spike down hard for Lebanon. Lady Tigers get a hand on it, but it's going to go high and out of bounds. Checking back into the game for Lebanon is going to be number 1, Jaden Collins, and she'll move back to serve. Collins, nice strong serve. Dug out on this side, Anaya Wilson, but up into the net. Lady Tigers not able to get that one out. So there appears to be something wrong with the ball maybe here, Coach.
You don't think they're going to start pulling them balls out and have them signed, do you?
No, I hear years ago, tale is years ago at a middle school basketball game at Wood Middle School.
That occurred.
That occurred. They pulled balls out throughout the game to commemorate the final game at Wood Middle School. No telling what.
I bet those balls are valuable now.
There's no telling what they'd be worth today if you could find one. All right, Huff back to serve for the Lady Yellowjackets. Mary Henry digs it out on the back line, tipped it up, and Mary gets it across. Nice job of the Lady Tigers to get up, have an answer for Redmond that time.
Nice job there, Maddie Dye puts that one home.
Tigers able to get a hand up to get a piece of that hit by Redmond that time, able to reset it. Maddie Dye brings the hammer back the other direction.
And able to get this game back to a 3-point game.
Mary Henry back to serve for the Lady Tigers. Gets it across. What a save right there. Sorry, Garcia lays out to get that one. Set up once more. The Lady Tigers look to have maybe found an answer for Redmond all of a sudden, Coach Rawlings, and I'm liking it.
Oh, we're going to get a lift by the Lady Tigers right there. Lady Tigers right there on that point. Even though they don't get it, they come together as an ambush right there.
Oh, absolutely. Looks like Tigers are getting an explanation, I think, of the play right there.
If I might say so, I'm not sure Maddie agreed.
Oh, I don't think so. I'm not sure Maddie's not right, but and that one going to be just a little bit long for the Lady Tigers. Checking back into the game is going to be Olivia Seibert, number 2. Lady Tigers not able to get that one back up in time. Yeah, Coach, I guess our group of Tigers, our action verbs for the group of Tigers would still apply. On offense, we're wanting to streak. And on defense, we want to ambush. Woo. Not sure she wasn't over the net right there on that one.
But can you be over the net as long as you don't touch the net?
No, you're not supposed to be over the net. Your
Really?
hand should not come across into the other side of the court. Unless there's been a change.
Sure about that? Because that's like the third or fourth time that I've seen that happen.
Now, we would need to consult TTSN Sports rules interpreter Gary Schultz to be certain on this one.
Not on volleyball. We need to go to our resident fiberglass salesman, Scott Turner. He's the guy.
Scott Turner. Well,
but there's a softball game going on tonight.
Well,
too,
and he did have a long and distinguished career in fiberglass sales, but I think his official title is Associate Adjunct Intern for Sports Interpretation.
And fiberglass.
Well, no, fiberglass is just what he used to do before he got so good at other things.
Going to be in the net right there.
Into the net on the Lady Yellowjackets, so the point and side out will come back to Waynesville.
You know, Scott can still get you a good deal if you just need a bunch of just raw fiberglass.
Well, once you're in that deep in the industry, you're always going to be a mover and a shaker. Redmond able to just tip that one across, put it where the Tigers weren't able to get to it. And it pushes the Lebanon Yellowjacket lead to 6 here. Game number 2, 20-14. Redmond back to serve. Dug out, Maddie Dye. Pushed across and
double hit. I would put 2 fingers up.
Yeah, I think we had 2 Tigers. We were going for our third hit right there. I think 2 Tigers had a hand on the ball at the same time for that third hit.
That goes up into the crowd.
Souvenir for the folks over there in the student section.
Coach Barkley was like a streak of Tigers getting out that way. We're going to get another timeout from the Lady Tigers. Matt, while we've got a second, we want to send out good luck to the St. Louis Cardinals tomorrow night.
Absolutely, postseason baseball.
The game tonight, postseason baseball. We didn't see that coming a month ago, Matt.
No, we did not.
Did not on my calendar. I did not have that wild card game written in until just here a couple weeks ago.
Well, the Cardinals run off 17 wins in a row, win 19 out of 20 games. Just an incredible run, but I liked the article I read today. Harrison Bader penned a nice article that I read today and basically said all of that's great, but doesn't mean anything if you don't show up tomorrow night.
And that's exactly right. And while we're on the subject of the Cardinals, we want to send out big congratulations to one of our colleagues, Mike Shannon.
Absolutely.
On his retirement.
50 years.
50 years. Hope Mike enjoys his retirement. Away from the game. I'm sure he's going to be around the ballpark quite a bit. Mike, anytime, you are more than welcome up here in the TTSN Sports Suite if you'd like to come down for a Waynesville Tiger game.
We would love to have you down, Mr. Shannon. Boy, the stories he could tell. I know Mr. Shannon spends a lot of time right up at the Lake of the Ozarks. Could stop by, sit in with us one night on his way to or from.
Yeah, that's right. And like I said, always more than welcome.
Oh, ball right up at the net.
As we're going to be at game point here in the second game tonight. Ooh, that one's going to be long.
No.
Oh, no, they're going to say it was tipped.
It had to wait for a call there.
You know why that worked that way? We got some good luck from a couple of our big volleyball fan viewers, Dennis and Janie Rogers, joining us tonight here on the TTSN Sports Network. Just as they join in, the luck goes to the Lady Tigers.
Can't buy luck like that, Coach Rawlings.
Oh, we're got another point for the Lady Tigers.
Believe they're going to get Zimdars in the net on that one. The point stays with the Lady Tigers, and Coach Dennis Rogers, pretty faithful check-in right now. When you take a glance, now it's early in the year, but when you take a glance at the leaderboard for TTSN Sports Fan of the Year, Dennis,
you're saying it's early. We're almost to the halfway point, bud. We're fall sports. We only got one more broadcast. That's going to bring us to the end of game number 2. The Lebanon Lady Yellowjackets up 25-16. If we're going to come back for game 3 in 3 minutes, Matt, you know what that means? It's time for
TTSN Sports Update.
It's time for a TTSN Sports Update. This TTSN Sports Update is brought to you by the TigerTV Facebook page. TigerTV Facebook for all the news. It is news right here in Tiger Town. Matt, do you know who likes the TigerTV Facebook page?
Well, I got the earlier one right, so I'm going to stay in the same vein and say former Waynesville Lady Tiger volleyball player Alyssa Arnold.
Boy, that would have been a good one, but that wasn't the direction I was going, because Alyssa is here tonight.
Well, that's why I picked her.
Appearance. That would have been a great one. Wasn't where we were going with at this one. Maybe where we go with after we win this third game.
Okay, I'll save it again.
We're going to go to Waynesville administrator, Miss Tina Rowden, who has been working that scoreboard for us for volleyball all year long, and for the past few years, Tina's always willing to step up and help things out here in Waynesville athletics. When we're doing basketball, we're doing volleyball when she's needed. What a big shout out there to Tina Rowden tonight. I think she kind of has earned that with all the extra time she's put in, especially now that she's moved into that administrative role.
Well, absolutely. I can remember many, many years ago. Of course, Miss Rowden been a long-time employee here in the district. Little known, well, I guess it wouldn't be TTSN Sports Trivia, but do you know who Miss Rowden did her student teaching with?
You.
Many, many moons ago.
It had to be you.
Miss Rowden did her student teaching for college in my classroom.
That's a tidbit of information I didn't know.
It's a little nuggets and information.
You get on a game show, that one might pop up.
I was thinking that, of course, years ago we used to always do the Tom Barr essay contest. But from time to time, the incomparable Tim Wallace reaches back there in the prize closet, and we come up with some trivia. You never know. You just never know.
You think he's going to have something for Tina?
Oh, I don't know. The rumor is, now I haven't been over. Of course, I don't have the security clearance on an average day to get in there. Rumor is TTSN Sports hats, like ball caps, showing up in the TTSN prize closet next week. I'm excited.
Well, I do know this. There was a drop shipment of TTSN Sports ink pens. There was 8,000 TTSN Sports ink pens delivered down at WCC.
That's a lot of ink pens.
That's a lot of ink pens.
All right, so we're going to get rolling here in game number 3. As first serve's going to go up for Jaden Collins. That one's not going to fall. So first point, side out moves over, and Nia Wilson going to serve for the Lady Tigers. Puts that one across. Back set right there. Bean not able to do anything with it.
No miscommunication there by the Lady Yellowjackets.
I got it. You got it. Who's got it? Nobody's got it. All right, and Nia Wilson still serving. A little serve up to the top. Lady Tigers get a hand on it. Going to set to this near side. Maddie Dye puts it down hard. Lady Yellowjackets, nice effort right there to try and keep that one alive, but not able to get that one across. And Coach Rawlings, this is the kind of start we want. Nia Wilson still back to serve. Lady Tigers on top here in game number 3, 3-0. As that one going to go just a little bit long for the Lady Tigers, so point inside out going to move over to the Lady Yellowjackets. It's going to be number 3, Maya Huff, back to serve for Lebanon. Brianna Hurd knocks it across. Little turn, Lady Tigers. Oh, Mary Henry, what an effort right there.
Nice ball placement there by Lebanon. That was hit. I didn't think there was any way we get a hand on that.
Oh, I didn't think so either, but Mary Henry quick as lightning, gets over there, lays out once more, gets a hand on it, just not able to get it back up.
That was that Tiger streak right there.
It is, and Mary's knees, the way she lays out and dives, her knees, her whole body has to hurt after a game, the way she plays this.
Coach, that's the kind of thing you put your body through. You won't come to school.
No, I would dive one play like Mary Henry just dived, and I'm pretty sure y'all are going to just need to slide me on off the court. I'm not going to be able to get back up.
Trainer Nikki's over there. She's available tonight.
Trainer Nikki's really good at what she does, but I don't think she's going to be able to lift me up, Coach Rawlings.
I'm not sure what has happened.
The ball has hit the wall over here and kicked back under the bleachers.
All right, we got another ball.
We're back into action. What a save right there by the Lady Tigers. And Addie Redmond once more from that top corner right there. When she gets that arm cocked back, it is hard to stop.
And that's going to tie our game up at 4.
Coach Rawlings, don't yawn. We're going 5 games. We're going to rally right here. You'd better get the energy up.
Well, I drank a bottle of water instead of something with caffeine in it. It's better for me.
It is. Hydration.
Corey's told me that.
Well, of course he did. He's the hydration coordinator here. Heard that the speech down at Coach Redmond's class the other day on the bodies of water lecture that Corey went down there and gave last week, just fantastic. Maddie Dye, nice slam right there for the Lady Tigers. Lebanon not able to do anything with that one, so headed back to this side, all tied up at 5. Going to be number 28, Tori McCall, going back to serve for the Lady Tigers. Set to the top, Redmond dug out by Mary Henry and pushed across. Nice once more from the back line right there for the Lady Tigers. And Maddie Dye gets up with a big block. Maddie Dye comes in tonight leading the team in reception, but Maddie Dye gets up and puts it down a big block right there for the Tigers.
Right in front of us.
Number 2, Olivia Seibert checking in for the Tigers, and I believe that's going to be number 19, Yevsa, coming back into the game for the Lebanon Yellowjackets. As number 10, Chloe Shivers going to move back and serve for the Lady Yellowjackets. Jayla Geddes.
Once again, attacking that back line. Lady Tigers have had a lot of success tonight in the back 10 feet of the Lebanon side of the court.
All right, so Maddie Dye is back, and she's going to be serving for the Lady Tigers. Pushes it across. Set. At near far side, that's going to be Yevsa gets it up. Lady Yellowjackets really, really it seems like they want to go to that top side corner a lot on that set right there. Play at the line. Oh, and that one's going to be just a little long.
Good idea. There's nobody back there.
Little free ball over to Lebanon. Lebanon sets, this time middle set. Redmond a little touch over, but the Lady Tigers able to handle it. Back set this time. That's going to be Yevsa up high. Ball tipped back and forth, and we're going to get a Lady Tiger in the net, Coach. All right, so Ball will move over to Lebanon. Redmond going to be back to serve. Looks like we're checking our lineups here, I think. Or some type of discussion going on at the score table right there, Coach Rawlings. Whatever it is, looks like we're good.
We're good. We got a thumbs up. We're ready to roll. 9-6 in favor of Lebanon.
That one just a little far away from the net for Lebanon right there on that set. Tries to push it down, going to be into the net and down, so the point and side out will move over.
Well, very hard to get any kind of downward motion.
Oh,
that
far away from the net, absolutely. Hibner is going to be back and serving for the Lady Tigers. Gets it across and into a nice volley. We come right here as we're going to have another yellow jacket in the net.
Yeah.
I did not see who it was, but call is going to be in the net, so the point, and Hibner will serve again for the Lady Tigers.
Oh, off the top of the net. Tigers in position there.
Yeah.
That ball hits off the top of the net, takes a weird hop. There's really not a lot you can do.
No, absolutely not right there. So number 34, Destiny Zimdar, is going to be back to serve for the Lady Yellow Jackets. That one's going to be into the net and down. And we're going to see number 28, Tori McCall, checking back into the game for the Lady Tigers. Number 32, the senior Jay Leggetti, is going to be back in serve. Little free ball just pushed across. And the Lady Tigers going to...
I think we're going to get a lift there.
Going to get a lift. All right, number 1, Jaden Collins checking back into the game for the Lady Yellow Jackets. She's going to move back and serve. Jaden Collins leading the Lady Yellow Jackets in aces this year, so definitely something you have to watch out for out of the young lady. And that one is going to be out. Jaden Collins not only leading in aces, but coming in with staggering, Coach Rawlings. Brace yourself for this one. 292 assists on the season for Miss Collins.
Wow.
That is incredible. Lady Tigers a little too close to the net on that one, I think. As I believe number 7, Kasari Garcia, checks back into the game for Waynesville. Moving back is going to be Maya Huff. Tip at the line, Brianna Hurd.
That point's going to go to the Lady Tigers.
And Brianna Hurd, leading the Waynesville team in kills and blocks, puts down a nice hit right there. Little back set that time. Chloe Shivers. Well, the Lady Tigers setting up. You could almost see the Lady Tigers shifting over, expecting that set that time to go to that top corner.
Right.
Quick little back set catches the Lady Tigers off guard right there. Nice play by Lebanon. Push over by Pettyjohn right there.
Nice job. Lady Tigers keeping that ball alive.
Absolutely. And we're going to have Lady Yellow Jackets penalty before they even get a chance to set that one all the way up. So the Tigers, Coach Rawlings, don't look now. Only 1 point down with serve as Tori McCall gets it up. Looking for Redmond, and Redmond puts it down. Nice effort on the play. Sorry, Garcia going to try and get that one, but just nothing you can do as Redmond lets a laser loose. All right, and Shivers moves back to serve for the Lady Yellow Jackets. Dugout, Garcia. Tipped up by Seibert. Geddes.
They're going to say that Yellow Jackets were in the net, I believe.
Well, Coach, after you brought that up early, of course, we're still waiting on the confirmation from Mr. Fiberglass himself, but I think after you brought that up, referees heard, hey, that's happened a few times this tonight. You really got to watch them getting over across that net.
Well, we're asking for one rules interpreter, and we got another big shout out. Coach Gary Schultz joining us tonight on the TTSN Sports Network.
And did Coach Schultz have Coach Schultz give us confirmation on our question that we needed answered earlier about being across the net but not touching the net?
Coach, if you know the answer to that, we'd appreciate it. Can you be over the net without touching the net?
Essentially, can your hand be on the other side of the court as long as you are not touching the net?
As long as it's not attached to your body.
Well, no, Coach, I'm going to say if your hand's not attached to your body, you've got bigger issues than volleyball.
Man, we're all knotted up here at 15 here in game number 3. Matt, while we got a minute, let's we want to recognize our crew working the volleyball game tonight under the direction of the incomparable,
the illustrious, the illuminal Tim Wallace.
And once again, I was walking through here this after school today. Tim, some of the crews up here are already setting up. That was a couple 3 hours ago, setting up and getting things ready tonight. We just show up, put the headsets on, and get to talk about the game. Working tonight, we've got a whole plethora. Tonight,
there is a large group. Now, would this be
ambush.
This would be an ambush?
This would be an ambush. Working the game tonight is Rocky DeMello, Madison, Cece Lee, Lily Peace, Averill Cockman, Tristan Mensker, Brennan Barber, Chance Eastman, Carson Whittle, and Truman Trier. Truman, again, we want a little special shout out to Truman. Starts my day off with a joke every morning. I don't know what we're going to do without Truman.
Well, I've talked to her. She's got an intern of her own working with her in the mornings.
Yes, she does. But she does not want that intern doing jokes.
Well, no. She had left clear instructions for a joke. The intern chose not to do the joke. I said something to the intern. I said something to Truman. And I noticed the second time Truman let her do it, there was a joke. Now, I talked to Truman that we were going to have to work on the enthusiasm. I didn't feel that there was complete effort into the joke. But Truman's got a year to work on her.
Yes.
And if there's anything we know, Truman can train someone.
Big shout out to former TTSN Sports Fan of the Year, Angie Pills, joining us tonight here on the TTSN Sports Network.
Whole group checking in here, Coach Rollins. Miss Lisa Sapanzik, looks like former head wrestling coach here at the high school turned administrator. Mr. Lucas Smith joining us on the broadcast tonight. Maya Huff gets up high, and that's why Brianna Hurd leads the team in blocks. As she gets up a lot higher, knocks that one down, but unfortunately for the Tigers, it is going to go out of bounds. But we coach 1 point game right here. Jayla Geddes gets a nice hit over. Lebanon able to return it. Little back set right there for Lebanon Lady Yellowjackets. And Mary Henry's going to tie us up. All right, checking back into the game for the Lebanon Lady Yellowjackets, going to be number 34, Destiny Zimdars. Well, I'm sorry, no, she's not. Checking back into the game is going to be number 2, Josie Pettyjohn. Set to the middle that time to Bean.
And we're going to get a lift right there by the Lebanon Lady Yellowjackets.
And just like that, Coach Rawlings, Lady Tigers jump back on top. Jayla Geddes back to serve for Waynesville.
I'm going to be honest, Matt. Been a lot of random whistles tonight that I'm not really sure what's going on. Me and Coach Barkley going to talk tomorrow. She's going to explain some of this to me. Matt,
Mr. Sean Wilson checking in with us says, keep fighting Tigers. Absolutely.
Sean's been with us all night here. Matt, we want to bring Lady Tigers are going to be next in action Thursday night as they're going to head down to Springfield to take on the Lady Kickapoo Chiefs. Back in action next Monday, heading up to Osage. Hey, talk to Coach Barkley. Maybe she'd take girls out to Hy-Vee for the buffet. You never know. And then we are back here a week from tonight. The Rolla Lady Bulldogs roll into town. That's going to be the final varsity game. It'll be senior night here next Tuesday night. We will not be on the air with TTSN Sports Network, so you're going to make your way down here to the Tiger Gymnasium on the campus of Waynesville High School with those Lady Tigers.
All right, quickly back into action we come as Maya huts that one down and pulls the Lady Yellowjackets within one. Checking back into the game is going to be number 1, Jaden Collins. She's going to move back and serve. Gets one across, going to be dug out by Mary Henry. Jay Legettis gets it up to Bird, who puts one down.
It's that ball in play right where the Yellowjackets cannot return it. 20-18 in favor of the Lady Tigers here in game number 3.
All right, Anaya Wilson back to serve for the Tigers. Little back set right there. That's going to be Huff. Comes through, but nice dig by Mary Henry. Maddie Dye pushes one across. And free ball's going to be long.
Lady Tigers.
3-point lead. Anaya Wilson to serve once more for the Lady Tigers. Woo! That one came down hard as
yeah, it did. That
Mary
was a
Henry
coming across there.
Mary Henry did the best she could right there. Coach, that had to be moving about Mach 6 as it came off of Mary's arms because that one almost landed up here on the mezzanine.
Yes, it did.
All right, Huff back to serve for the Lady Yellowjackets. Going to be set up front to Brianna Hurd. Puts it up big, but that's going to be Bean right in the middle with the block right there for Lebanon.
So Lebanon gets it back within one, 21-20 in favor of the Lady Tigers. And that's going to knot us up here at 21. And we're going to get a timeout from Coach Barkley. Stop that momentum. It's 3-point lead quickly evaporated. Matt, while we've got a second, we'll look at what's going on around Waynesville sports here. Coming up, we've got October 8th. The swim team's going to be headed down to compete against Glendale down in Springfield. Go over here. Did you say we got golf? You said districts.
Conference was today.
Boy,
Over at Bolivar, believes they were playing at Silo Ridge today for conference. I did not.
You said that Coach was dressed up in his golf outfit. What's a golf outfit?
Well, it's like us. Like when we go to a track meet, we wear our coach's clothes, so like pair of cargo shorts and ice. Well, we wear track polo. Coach was wearing a golf polo.
Okay.
But he was wearing his coaching clothes.
I wear that every day.
Well, I don't. I wear teaching clothes, and then I change into coaching clothes. A lot of laundry goes on at my house. A lot of laundry. This is what I wore
today for what I got on right now.
This is the second outfit I've had on today.
We're going to get a lift for the Lady Tigers. Lady Yellowjackets up 23-21. Another timeout here by Coach Barkley. Well, let's move on over here on, is that Friday night? Friday night's the 12th, is that correct?
Mathematically.
Nope, 12th's going to be.
No, it can't be the 12th. That'd be next
Monday.
week.
The 7th. That's going to be Thursday night. Come on down to the soccer field. Boys are going to be taking on the Lakeway Hornets in varsity soccer action up up at the soccer field.
Or if you're watching us up there tonight, I believe the Lebanon Yellowjackets are over here tonight facing the soccer team.
I believe that's correct. Softball, they're taking on Bolivar here at home tonight. They're going to be Thursday. They're going to be heading downstream to Joplin.
All right, so back into action we go here. Lady Tigers got to come up big right here. Kasari Garcia lays out for one. And what a job
Big
right
block
there. Brianna
big
Hurd.
block.
Huge block right there for the Lady Tigers. As we've seen Addie Redmond get up time and again in that corner tonight, Brianna Hurd goes up, knocks that one down, pulls the Lady Tigers within one, and Mary Henry is back to serve. Little soft touch right there by Redmond.
We're going to be a game point for the Lady Yellowjackets. And real quickly, I'm going to throw it in here. Cross country tomorrow, headed up to Cuba for the annual Cuba meet.
Now that's the city, not the country.
That's factually correct.
All right, so game point on the line. Lady Tigers trying to force a 2-point win right here.
Oh, there we go. There we go.
That's what the Lady Tigers needed right there. So pull within one.
24-23 in favor of Lebanon. Tori McCall back to serve for the Lady Tigers.
Set's going to be to Redmond, and Redmond's going to put it down, and that's going to be the game, Coach.
And that's going to finish us off here. The Lebanon Yellowjackets, Lady Yellowjackets roll into town and defeat the Waynesville Lady Tigers in 3 games tonight here at Waynesville High School. We want to remind everybody we're going to be back on the air for TTSN Sports a week from Friday night, as we'll be broadcasting the West Plains Zizzers Waynesville Tiger football game right here from Tiger Stadium on the campus at Waynesville High School. Folks, we want to thank you all for joining us tonight. For Matt Johnson, I'm Mike Rawlings. We hope everybody has a great evening.